It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. And it comes your way next.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best? That team will win the game.
Anders Carlson has his teed up, ready to get started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins head out, led by the NFL's leading passer in 2023. Now in his fifth season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Short throw to Smith. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Tua going to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. In motion, Hill. On 1st down, back to Achane. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Tua. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they Didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. On play action, here's Tua. Under pressure, and they got to him again. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw caught by Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Sanders' kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Jets to take over. Led at quarterback by a man back to full health in season number 20 now, and his second one in New York, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Paul on to give up the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. Here is 3rd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
On play action, Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 31, here's the second down and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Tua sets up to pass it. They complete it to Hill. And Hill is going to have a Dolphins first down as he's up to the 45. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tua to throw again. Short throw to Smith. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Working from the gun, Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Anders Carlson now for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This one thrown underneath to Achane. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here now, 2nd and 4. Hill going to go in motion right. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Down. Here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Aaron Rodgers. He's got the lone touchdown of the game on a touchdown run. We'll see if he can get it going through the air as this one goes on.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He hits Adams complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Now it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Hall. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Ball again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Now Rodgers. He's got it. Touchdown, Jets. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and the lead is now 17-3. That time a 6-play drive. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to pass. Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just kind of wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he could just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a fourth down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Hall again on second down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Carlson on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Tua over the middle and complete to Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Odell Beckham from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.